We appreciate them so much. Well, it is my pleasure to introduce our last performer, and then we're all going to come back up for a little bit of for some closure. We all need closure, don't we? So for some closure on our show today, but we have one more performer, and let me tell you, we saved best for last. I've gotten the privilege to watch this young cowboy grow not only as a human, but as a cowboy poet, and let me tell you, it is quite the treat to have him here. His second time in Durango. Let's give a big, warm welcome. Put your drinks down and your hands together for Colt Blankman.
Well, thank you, Thatch. And if it wasn't for Thatch, I wouldn't be doing cowboy poetry. So I'm really honored that he would help me when I first got started. So I'd like to do the first poem. I was lucky enough to be able to go on the Spike 150 wagon train this year. It's the celebration of the joining of the railroads, and I was lucky enough to ride my horse 70 miles, and I got to experience the true power of the horse. And this poem is by Clive Romney and Paul Kern. This American soil cost us so much blood and toil from folks who are given great glory. But if we're assuming all efforts are human, we're missing the rest of the story. For since time began, the endeavors of man have been aided by four-footed creatures, and noblest of all may stand 19 hands tall, loyal, strong, swift, and other fine features. And these equine pals, as history allows, have been man's closest collaborators, turning certain defeat into victory sweet. Of all allies, there's been none greater. For instance, there'd have been no pride in Paul Revere's ride if he had to have walked the whole course. His call to awake would have come much too late, were it not for the speed of a horse. And General George from Long Island, Valley Forge, and Yorktown for 6 years moved his forces. He sent missives and spies. He moved cannon and supplies by the power of America's war horses. And when freedom was won and the westward push begun, and the frontiersmen relied on their steeds to carry paniards and packs and riders on their backs to enable our nation-building deeds. Folks of pioneer kind, strong of body, quick of mind, were this young nation's picking its flower. But their brawn and their brain and their breeding were in vain. They didn't also have horsepower. Horses pulled heavy loads over land with no roads, wagons laden with all they could bring. They pulled plow and harrow and cultivator through narrow roads they helped mow every spring. They even hauled their own food. Hay they'd towed to barns built with lumber they'd hauled. And the land yielded well grain they hauled to the mill. Myriad tasks done by noble Cheval. And now our metallic stallions give miles per gallon. We've said we've got so much horsepower, and acknowledge thereby that the standard applied is their trusty old drafter and plower. And when push comes to shove, I'd so much rather love to be a straddler, saddle on a bay. And no matter the trouble, we've got more than double the power and heart for the fray. When great men pass away, the high tribute we pay is to draw them along their last course, and a funeral case on, in a hearse that is drawn by man's noblest friend, the horse. So proud man, never say in your ungrateful way that you conquered by your own recourse, for you would not stand here as earth's ruler premier, were it not for the speed, were it not for the heart, were it not for the power of the horse.